What is up, guys? We are back here on the road to Class C here on iRacing Ovals, getting ready for the start again here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Starting off P3 on the inside. You can see we fall right into line. Not a bad start here. We stack up 1, 2, 3 with the leaders. A little bit of a breakaway between us and P4. Not a terrible start here to the race at all as we dip into turn 1, coming out of 2 now. Behind a Martini car. I thought it was actually pretty funny. I like the paint scheme a lot from this guy. Once again, we forgot to run our trading paints program, so we could not have our AMD Rising car on. Somehow I always seem to forget that. Not sure why, guys. So we're stuck in our base MRN car as we are coming into lap 2. So far, so clean here at Charlotte. P3 after 1 lap. We have not gained nor lost a spot here at Charlotte Motor Speedway as we get into turn 1, trying to hug that bottom here again. Once again, we're trying to keep it clean, guys. We were very close to the cusp of getting to Class C. We needed that 4.0 rating as we dip under the 12 car here, trying to make up P2 here as he might be stuck on the outside. We're going to suck into the 3 here. You can see that draft really pulling us down the backstretch. 12 hanging tough on the outside, though, even though by himself out there. I know I've talked about a bunch of times in this series here at Charlotte. It is very tough to run that top in these street stock cars. He really held his ground well, and I got to give this guy a ton of credit. Making it difficult for both the leader to get a run past him and for myself to get by him. It's kudos to this guy. Really, you can tell he's a skilled driver, and he knew how to make that outside line work. As you can see, I get right up to the 3 car here. Give him a little bit of a bump draft into turn 3 there. Get him going a little bit. But that 12 just hanging on strong because we had to back out of the throttle and I was fearing that we were going to get loose there a little bit. Also bringing up, once again, guys, in that top left-hand corner, the dual screen here. So you can kind of see what's going on around me and behind me. You can see the pack has been closing on us just a tad, but that 12 car is still stuck there on the outside, but he is still hanging tough, guys. Once again, a credit to this guy. But as I was saying, guys, really close to that 4.0 safety rating. I know I never showed any D-Class races, but the week prior to recording all this, I had been running the ARCA series, I believe. The ARCA series is like basically the '07 NASCAR Cup car. I like those cars a lot. They were running at Michigan, and I ran a bunch of races there. I thought that was a ton of fun. Those cars definitely quite a thing to handle. They always want to seem to spin out if you get on the gas too hard, especially on cold tires at Michigan. But definitely, they will be coming back in the future, guys. So I believe next week Talladega is what I plan to run when I get to Class C. And that's in the current day NASCAR, the Gen 6 cars, the Camaros, the Mustangs, and the Camrys. I'm really looking forward to running that race. It's a 94 length event, so 94 lap, excuse me. It's half length of what Talladega would be in real life. In real life, it's 188 laps in the Cup Series. Gonna be awesome because I think pit strategy, you're gonna have to pit once is the way I'm seeing it. There's no way you can make it on one green flag run. But then the week following that, the D-Class, the ARCA cars that I was just talking about, they go to Talladega for 20-lap sprints. So there is going to be a lot of Dega on this channel coming up. If you guys like super speedway racing, as you can see, we dropped to P4, and I believe we're on the outside here about to lose P5. Or to drop back to P5, excuse me. But yeah, guys, if you like super speedway racing, it's something I haven't really done yet on this game. Pack racing is going to be quite different. You're going to see a lot of cars really close to each other at once. Probably a lot of chaos too. But it should be a ton of fun. And in the 94 lap race especially, I think we're going to try to really keep it clean. We're going to try to qualify well, but if we have to, it looks like the strategy is probably going to be to hang back, probably in the back, and let the other guys wreck each other at first early. There are cautions in that series, so there's no point in hurrying your way up to the front of the field. You know there's bound to be wrecks if guys are running all around each other. So that's going to be our strategy. We're also going to move up to the C-Class series, and in C-Class there is still street stocks. It's just not the rookie level anymore. It's the same cars, same way it works here. Everyone has a fixed setup. Everyone has the same car virtually. The only difference is your driver input. So looking forward to that as well. I actually really like these cars. It seems like in that there's more short track racing, which really kind of shows how good of a racer you are. It's not like Charlotte here where you can just hang wide open the whole time. So you'll really get to show off your finesse at a short track. As you can see, we are just dropping back here more. But guys, hey, remember, not the end of the world here. What we wanted to do was come out clean, just like the past couple of events here at Charlotte. We really just want to get to C-Class, and we want to move on and start facing some better competition. We know that we can succeed here. We've proven that in the first couple videos on this channel, without a doubt. And that's really just the main goal here, is we're sitting back even a couple car lengths from the first pack of the field. You can see guys up there, it's starting to get too wide, maybe even a little 3 wide. You can see contact right there, right in front of us. We do a great job of keeping our foot in it for the most part, not losing too much ground. You can see that car passing us across the grass. He most likely got an incident point for that. I think it's kind of BS too that he could like gain 5 spots and not get penalized for crossing off the track. I mean, I realized there was a wreck, but I feel like he should have to give back the spot, right? I mean, he just cut like 300 feet across the grass. I mean, that's not really fair at all. As you can see, we dip in behind this Hot Wheels car here. I thought this scheme was way too busy. Way too many flames on that car for me. That's coming from someone who grew up as a Jeff Gordon fan too, with of course his DuPont car in the later years having flames everywhere. But I mean, my goodness, this car is literally on fire in front of us. I mean, there's just too much going on there, guys. But we're just hugging the bottom, chugging along, just trying to make our stride here clean at Charlotte. We were not trying to force any issue here. We wanted to make sure this was, quite frankly, our last race in rookies, guys. We did not want to have to spend any more time here than possible, as we got another wrecker right in front of us on the front stretch. We're able to get 2 spots just like that. We lose ground, of course, to the Hot Wheels car in front of us, but not the end of the world. It's crazy, guys. This is why we wanted to get out of rookies. Too many guys making too many boneheaded, risky moves too early in races. I don't even think we're halfway at this point. That just isn't worth it. It's just not worth getting yourself in trouble, hurting people around you, ruining people's race. I mean, and even if you're not hitting somebody, you're affecting someone like us, right? Because now we are, I mean, probably to the leader at this point, half a track back. I mean, that's just not fair to anybody. That a race with these types of cars where the suction of the draft keeps everybody so close together, there's no reason the field should be this spread out. Of course, unless chaos happens and ensues like it always does in the street stocks here on the rookies at Charlotte. So, like I said, we're just hanging out here, riding along, just trying to get the heck out of here with 0 incidents so that we could move on and get on with our lives, moving on to higher class racing, especially the C-Class. And of course, when we do that, guys, I promise we will have a road to Class B. It's probably going to be a bit of a learning curve in the beginning. I expect to see some better drivers for sure, as we really didn't spend much time in Class D. So we're really going to be moving up to Class C pretty ambitiously. As you can see, another wrecker right in front of us. We were lucky to dodge that. He kind of shot off that inside wall across the track. We were very lucky not to get involved there. Another thing that I've heard, just from like being on Reddit and things like that, is just that when you move up to the higher series, even if you're in Class C, there will still be guys who are Class A and B, kind of like running the race, because they can. If they prefer to run street stock cars, that's the highest level of street stocks. So there's going to be a lot of really good talent, and it's going to be something where it's going to take us a while to probably learn how to compete at that series. I expect qualifying to be a lot tougher, especially because it's not a track like Charlotte where you can't run wide open. So there's going to be a lot of issues, especially with cold tire temperatures. I'd imagine qualifying is going to be a big thing, a big deal. You're not going to be able to just pound the accelerator out of a corner. I mean, you're going to pay for that. Even in these cars, I think you're going to slide, get loose, and even wreck on your qualifying lap, which just puts you at the back of the field, not where you want to be on short tracks at all, guys. Just not any fun. especially at a short track where you're just so confined, and it really is very difficult to pass. You don't want to give yourself any you don't want to make your life any tougher than it needs to be. Obviously on a track like this with the drafting and how wide open it is, even if you started in the back, you can march your way forward, especially with the way these guys wreck and stuff like that, as long as you're careful. Much different of a story on short tracks. Also cautions in the street stock series, because the races will be a tad bit longer than what they are here. So I thought that was really interesting. That's going to be something that, might set up pit road strategy a little bit. If you take damage in that, there's no car resets like you have here. You're going to have to virtually keep your car clean, and if not, you're going to pay major consequences, as in like sitting in pit road maybe for 10 minutes to repair. So you're really going to have to take can't even talk here. I'm so excited for C class. You're really going to have to take care of your equipment a lot. That's basically what I've been reading and what I've been watching on videos. But I think it's going to be good because it simulates real life a ton more, and that's the vibe I'm getting, and that's something we're really looking forward to. There's a reason I bought this game to play it. I wanted to step up from Forza. This definitely offers it. It's a sim. It's what you would expect, and it's what you pay for. And the more I continue to play this game, and in the beginning I complained about price on this game, because you have to buy tracks, you have to buy cars, you have to buy a membership fee. It's really starting to make sense to me why. And because there's so much work that goes into this game to keep it running and to keep the community they have. They have never released a new title. They just continue to update this game. Every day I get on, every other day, they're asking me to update. So you can tell they're not really, I want to say this without cursing, but they're not jerking you around. They're basically, they're working hard, and they're giving you a product that is polished. It has been worked on. It is reviewed. It is constantly updated. Just top of the line. You can tell their precision and their tenacity to make this game the best game possible, right? That's their goal, and it's very evident that iRacing does that. Now, of course, when they do that, they're going to have to charge you, right? Because time equals money. If they're spending a lot of time, they need to make money. I'm sure the equipment they use to laser scan these tracks is not cheap by any means. So there's costs. But speaking of this, guys, I'm getting off tangent. We have just made it to C class, guys. The race is over here. Yes, we just got promoted. That was terribly timed there, but guys, it is time to celebrate. My goodness, I did not even realize where we were in the video. Didn't even realize that was the checkered flag, going on such a tangent. But yes, guys, we finished with 0 incidents. We are moving on to Class C. And guys, I can't even explain how good this feels. As you can see the AMD Ryzen car there that I do drive in the street stocks for the first time. Doing a little burnout for you guys here. It's a time to celebrate. My goodness. We don't have to do rookies anymore, guys, and I promise there will be a Road to Class B coming soon, featuring short track racing first at Bristol and then Phoenix, which is actually where I shot this. So excited, guys. Take care. So long. Hope to see you guys soon.